Listen up. If you struggle with women or you are in some kind of relationship crisis or marital crisis, this is the video for you. The problem with most relationships today is they don't understand the purpose of relationship. Marriages or relationships, it was not created to solve all your emotional problems. For a happy relationship to exist, the two people involved has to be happy. So the problem with most people is they forget that there's an emotional satisfaction only purpose can give you. There's an emotional satisfaction only knowing God can give you. There's an emotional satisfaction you can derive only from giving. So when you fail in all of that ramification, you bring your baggage and your emotional deprivement into a relationship, hoping for it to solve it. That's where the problem stems from. You see people in a relationship, after 3 hours, the lady is calling the guy. Do you still love me? Are you still interested in this relationship? The man is busy. He's busy. Had you been purposeful, you would have that time you would have spent in calling, you would have used it to do something that moves you towards your goal. So when you fail in all of this ramification and try to use relationship to fill that void or try to use a Boeing 747 to fill a void only God, only the size of God can fill, it becomes a problem. I have many people in my life today whom I used to know while we were paying the price to grow, while we were paying the price to develop ourselves, while we were increasing intellectually, they were grounded at a position. They falsely believed that it was always going to be this way. And now when they call, there's no basis of relationship, there's no common ground of conversation. While you are speaking childish gossip, you are talking transcontinental impact. While we are speaking small things, who had the most elaborate birthdays, who had the best wedding, who spent more money. You are talking about technology that redefines civilization. While you are talking about a movie that you watch somewhere, you are talking about how to profit from the folly of individuals. This is the problem with relationships today. Two purposeless people, perhaps the man, he always had the desire to be a champion. He always wanted people to ground and bow to him. Yes, sir. And when he fails as a result of productivity, he transfers that aggression on a poor lady. And women are not excluded because there are women who beat men. I'm telling you, there are women who beat men. Another thing I believe women do not understand is men and women are different creatures. It is rooted in our biology to want certain things. The reason women do not understand why men cheat is because men like comfort. They like the idea of going out and taking the girl. Most men would love to take Rihanna as opposed to be giving Rihanna because taking her requires increasing your status, increasing your charisma. You have to get certain things up to date as opposed to being handled. We as humans are moral beings. We are moral beings. That's why no matter how they try to sell you the idea of self-defense, once you're vindicated, part of you will go, I killed someone. Yeah, but I would have killed you. No, I took a soul. I took life. And this has nothing to do with stone sizzling or having a bad heart or a good heart. That's just the way we as humans are built. So if we are moral beings, if we extrapolate it to the concept of relationship, women are more tolerant to cheating or having their partner cheat as opposed to men. You cheat on a man, he believes the world has ended. Why would you do that to me? You cheat on a woman, you're like, I forgive you. I forgive you. Don't do it again. So from this analogy, you would understand that men and women have different values they bring to the table in a relationship. For instance, if you hear your man is starving you at home and buying some other lady present, it will infuriate you, it will piss you off. But if you hear your lady is buying something for some other man, you would ensure part of you will be more concerned over infidelity as opposed to the amount she spent. So from these various analogies, it is clear the value a man and a woman has to offer in a relationship. The problem with modern day society is that trying to impose the responsibility of a man on a woman. They're trying to swap responsibilities or values. That's why it gets all messed up. They're trying to say a man should be loyal and a woman should provide. It doesn't work that way. Nobody gives a shit about a woman's finances, about a woman's career. I said to your woman, I was discussing it with a beautiful Russian lady the other day. I said to her, men don't really care about your career. What do you mean? I asked her a question. If you have something that you are not using, would you care about it? No? Alright. Would you agree with me that the whole purpose of a career is to get money, is to make money? No, I like what I love. I say, my friend, detach yourself from this conversation and adopt a general view. 99.9% of people in law school do not give a shit about law. They love the idea that it's a high paying profession. Most people today venture into professions because of the dollar amount. So from a general standpoint, people go into career because of money. Would you agree? Alright. When you and I go on a date, who's expected to pay? You of course, beautifully. So if I'm expected to pay, why do I give a shit about your career? Since you are never using your money, since there's no instance of your money being a contribution. If you're never going to use your stuff, so why do we care about it? You just agreed between the initial stages that if you don't use something, you don't care about it. So if you don't use your money, why the fuck should I give a shit about it? Does that make sense? I hate you. You're a misogynist. So with these few points, I believe I've convinced you that a man and woman, they have different roles to play in society as the world at large. As always, my friend, pleasure speaking to you. I'll see you in the next one.